Hey everybody, this week we're talking about geometric sequences. Last week we worked on arithmetic sequences. An arithmetic sequence is a list of numbers that's formed by adding the same number every time. For instance, plus 5, plus 5, plus 5. A geometric sequence is formed by multiplying by the same number over and over. In our example, we're supposed to write the formula for the given sequence. The formula for an arithmetic sequence always looks like this. A sub n equals A times R to the n minus 1. Remember, A is your first term, R is the common ratio. So we're going to start by writing A sub n equals, and then look at your list that they gave you in the question. What's the first term? First term is 5. It's the first one in the list. To find the common ratio, we're going to do second term divided by the first term. Second divided by first. So my second term is 20. My first term is 5. 20 divided by 5 is 4. So I'm going to put the 4 right there, and the exponent is always n minus 1. So my equation is going to be A sub n equals 5 times 4 to the n minus 1. And I already did this once, and I messed up the video, so I had to start over, so I've already checked it. Just be aware, in our book, they use slightly different notation. They will write it like this in the book. It's pronounced f of n equals 5 times 4 to the n minus 1. It's the exact same thing, just written a little bit different. Okay, now that was fantastic and all, but that's not the whole question, is it? It also asks us, what is the sixth term of the sequence? So now we're going to take that equation that we just wrote, and we're going to use it to figure out what the sixth term is. All right, all we have to do is take our equation, A sub n equals 5 times 4 to the n minus 1, and plug in 6. So I'm going to do A sub 6 equals 5 times 4 to the 6 minus 1. 6 minus 1 is 5. So A sub 6 equals 5 times 4 to the 5th. 4 to the 5th is 4 times 4 times 4 times 4 times 4. But I'm going to recommend using your calculator. So I'm going to type it in my calculator right here. 4 raised to the 5th power is 1024. So A sub 6 equals 5 times 1024. Now, incidentally, this is the number one mistake that I see my students make on these. You have to take care of the exponent first before you do anything else. You cannot not multiply by 5 first. You have to do exponents first, then multiply. Remember PEMDAS. Okay, so now I have 1024 times 5, which comes out to 5,120. So that's my answer. Let's go plug it into the program. 5,120. Yay, happy faces for me. Okay, let's do another one. My computer's been a little slow today, sorry. There we go. Okay, a geometric sequence is shown below. What's the correct equation? Okay, remember you need your first term and your common ratio. So in this case, I know my first term is 16. It's the first number in the list, but I have to find the common ratio. To find the common ratio, you take the second number divided by the first number. Be careful. A lot of people try to do 16 divided by 8 because 16 is bigger, but 16 is the first number. You have to do the second number divided by the first number. 8 divided by 16 is 0.5, or 1/2. I'm going to sneak a peek at the answer choices. Oh, they use a fraction in this one, so it's going to be 1/2. Oh, look, I'm really done because I know it's going to be this one. First term is 16. Common ratio is 1/2. Let's go plug that in. Okay, the second half of the question. What is the 8th term of the sequence? So we're going to take that equation that we just did, and we're going to plug in the number 8. There we go. Okay, so I have to do a sub 8. And remember, I'm picking 8 because that's what it says in the equation. 8, or in the question. A sub 8 equals, first term is 16, common ratio is 1/2, and it's raised to the power of n minus 1. What is n? N is 8. So a sub 8 equals 16 times 1/2 to the 7. Okay, so 1/2 to the 7th power. I'm going to raise 1 to the 7th power. 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 times 1 is 1. Now I have to raise 2 to the 7th power. I might know that offhand, but if I don't, I'm going to plug it in my calculator. I'll find out that it's 1/128. So 1/2 to the 7th power is 1/128. Now I'm going to do 16 times 1. So a sub 8 equals 16/128. Now I got to simplify that fraction. Well, I know they can both be divided by 4. So let's divide both. You know what? Let's start out. Let's do 128 divided by 16. I'll bet it works. I'll use my calculator. I'll plug in 128 divided by 16. It does. 16 divided by 16 is 1. 128 divided by 16 is 8. So my answer is 1/8. Plugging that into the problem, I'm going to click on the fraction symbol, 1 in the numerator, 8 in the denominator, and there we go. Look at me. I'm so cool. All right, good luck with these. If you have any questions, be sure to shoot me an email. I'm happy to get back to you. Take care. Hope you're having a great day. Bye.